Oh my gosh. I hope this works. So I just wanted to get on here really quick because I had so many amazing epiphanies today. I'm sorry if I'm sideways, but I'm driving in traffic and I should not be on a live anyway. But I was like, I gotta share this. Hi, Tiffany. I'm so excited to see you. Okay, so this right here is what is happening. What's happening. 2 times today, I had flashes of where I was versus where I am, right? One time I was in the gym and I was on this machine, and I remember that about 4 years before that, when I was still at a job I hated, I did not want to be there anymore. I was tired of the roller coaster. It was all of these things were happening. I was in a dysfunctional relationship, like insane. And I would go to the gym. Hi, Jenny. I would go to the gym and on the trampoline, not trampoline. I wish there was trampolines at the gym. On the elliptical. I don't even know where I got trampoline. Looks like a fun thing to do. Can see all the trampolines out here. That's funny. Okay, anyway, so I'm on the elliptical and I was just learning about declarations and speaking your life into existence. So I'm on there and I'm going and I'm pushing up the resistance, and I'm saying every time, I'm like, I am the best coach in the world. I have the best clients and they have the perfect results. And I would say it over and over and over again and feel it. I'm the best client. I'd walk around the gym I am the best coach in the world. I am the best coach, and picture myself actually living that life. This was years before this whole thing was even a full-blown thing, okay? And so then when I'm at the gym, I had this flash of when I used to do that, and I look at my trainer and I'm like, holy fucking shit. What I used to affirm on the elliptical, and I'm now getting my butt amazing on this machine, is a reality. So that was number 1. Then number 2 was I kept getting lost because I was not paying attention. So I kept having to go around this circle. It was making me go around this circle. And I went around it 4 times in a circle. And I'm like, why? Okay, I'm all right, I'm just going to enjoy the journey. The universe has something for me. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it. I'm on my way to lunch and I'm going to be late. So I'm just you know what? There's a reason I'm going to go with it. So I'm going around the bend one more time, and as I'm going around, it flashes to me a time when I was in my broken down piece of shit Honda Accord with my ex-husband in the most dysfunctional relationship ever, poverty, food stamps, on our way to Costco with borrowed money from grandma because we were starving because he gambled all the money away. That's where I was living, and I was reading this Louise Hay, and she was talking about affirmations, and it was the first time I'd ever heard anything about that. And this was years ago, probably 10 years ago. And so when I was down in the dump, maybe 15. It was 15-ish. And so it's down in the dumps, and I'm reading these affirmations that says, I am abundant, I am becoming abundant, I am becoming financially prosperous. And I remember reading it and picturing it and then thinking what the fuck? This shit is crazy. This isn't gonna work. Really, this is gonna work. And you have to think of the consciousness level that I was at, right? Some of the women that we see in here, teen moms on food stamps, in this consciousness of no money, can't get ahead, in abusive relationships. That's where I was at. So I'm learning about Louise Hay. When I went to find a personal development book, I wasn't even going to find a personal development book. I was going to find little children's books for my daughter. I walked by the personal development section, and Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, literally fell off onto the floor from the shelf. And I picked it up and I was like, what is this? And I opened it right to the spot where she's talking about being sexually assaulted and how that, and she was violated, and how she was healing that, and I had that experience. So I was like, wait a minute, then this is what? So I read her book and I started saying her affirmations, and now my life today is exactly what I was affirming then. So I felt like I needed to get on here and tell you, for those of you who are in the struggle or in it, or just beginning to awaken to this, and you're in that divide where your fucking reality is still so dense that you're just trying to vibrate out of it to create a new one, just keep going. I'm telling you, keep going. I don't care where you're at. This shit is fucking real. It is so real. I just want to cry. I dropped to my knees in the bathroom and wanted to cry over this. I had these realizations of me before, me now, and it was exactly the words I was speaking and affirming. So keep going. Become it. Say it to yourself in the mirror. Go to the gym just to do the fucking elliptical, just to do the bike, and say it. Say it when you're walking with every footstep. Take your dogs for a walk and say it. You have to declare this into your life. I'm telling you, if you do it, you will get to the point where you are just so strong and connected, and you see the shit is unfolding before your very eyes. There is no going back. You have to master it. You have to. And so it's fucking worth it. Anyway, I always hear Abraham say, oh, what, I have to get happy? I have to do all the work to get happy, and then everything I want will come to me. Okay, I guess I'll do it. Like, it really is that. Like, it's so amazing. The keys to life are fucking gratitude, because that's going to be what pulls you up out of it. Gratitude even for the smallest ass things. Like, sometimes I still have to go back to the basics, right? Sometimes I still have to go back to the basics and work my way up again, because that's just how life is in the creation. The bigger your dream, the bigger your soul purpose, the bigger your expression, you can tell how big it is by the contrast you're living and how much trouble you've had in your life. How big it is, because it's fucking huge if you have all this contrast. And when you see that, and then you move and you shift, and then you step into alignment with all that it is you're creating, it really is true. Every fucking thing that Abraham says is really goddamn true. All of it. The most amazing thing about what the fuck I was gifted with was that it is the how. Like, what I am, what I embody, what I teach, the practices, the rituals, the clients that are with me, as we go through, it is the how to it. All these things I'm giving you is the how. You're like seeing it. Read the affirmations 80% faster. When I first learned about Tony Robbins' incantation, many of you have heard this story before. I didn't know what the hell incantations were. Well, incantations are like declarations, but you're like owning that shit. He went from like $35,000 a year to like $1 million in the first year or something like that. Probably over exaggerating slightly, because $1 million is all I think about. But he like tripled his numbers and kept doing that every year, more and more and more. Now look at him. And he still says them to this day. Why? Because they work. An incantation is something that you are saying with your body, your whole mind, your being, as though it's real. You're like speaking into existence. And at first it will be like you're like like you're a warrior, like you're molding it, right? Because you are. You're like molding yourself into being it. And then it goes into a place where you're just like saying it and feeling it. And it goes from the I am becoming to the I am. Right? That you could tell where you're at by what you believe when you say it. And wherever you are is wherever you are, because you're being conscious of where you are. It's like, okay, I know this is the project that I got to do. This is point A, this is point B. Let's go to work. It's the same thing with your life and your situation. You have to think about it like that. Okay, this situation I'm dealing with right now is the problem. Now, what's the solution? What's point B? Let's go to work. Can you imagine if you were like that? Who said that? Maria Knee Driver. It's so funny. Me and my son were just having that conversation yesterday. He's like, I've never known anyone that knows how to drive with their knee. It's so cool. And immediately I was like, rear, rear, rear. In my head, I'm like, no, it's not that cool. Like, it really isn't. He's like, no, Mom, it's so cool. You can even go around the corners with your knee, and you're like handing my friends food. And I'm just like, yeah, but and then I remember it. I'm like, I remember Papa, my dad. He used to do that when he would drive. He would get in and out, put it in his lap, put his knee, and we'd be flying down the highway. My ass would be sitting right in the middle of a Camaro. Like, what the hell? No seatbelt laws. We're just like fucking partying, everybody on milkshakes, and he's driving with his knee. And I remember looking at it and being like, I want to be able to do that one day. And then I was doing it, and I'm like, like, what other freaking patterns? I have a lot of good ones. My dad was hilarious and amazing and fun. And a lot of limitation ones that I've cleared up too. So that's the journey, right? We pick our parents. I love my parents. It's funny, I was doing a U-turn and it said Paul Jones. And I was like, oh, my dad, I probably should call him. I've been so busy, I haven't called him. I need to get on that. All right, so I just want to jump on here and give you guys a little bit of inspiration and let you know, like, you're going to have this happen too. It's going to happen where you're like, one day you're going to be like, click, click, your brain's going to show you, look, right? Like, look it. Like, you need to know your dominion. You have dominion over all things. That is not a lie. It is a real thing. And that means that you have the power to speak your world into existence. Do it. It's so fun, I promise. At first you don't really know or trust. You're just like, okay, I'll do it. But then you're doing it and you start to feel it and you feel the power and you feel that you wake up in the morning and you say it and you're more confident and you're more strong and you take that into your day with you. And then opportunities start opening up. And then you take them and you move and you move and you move and you learn and you ask questions. The universe gives you exactly what you want, what you need, and you just keep moving forward with the tools to move through it faster because you become conscious of the game, right? You become conscious of the game. You're like, all right, let's play this shit. Now, this is a challenge, not getting sucked in to all these other people's bullshit drama stuff they got going on, their own belief systems, their own worlds, their own triggers, their own physiological addiction to all the drama. This is the challenge. You have to be like, cut out. My vibration is more important than this drama, and my compellingness to be a part of this because I'm so used to it. No. Turn it. Go the other way, I promise you. Detach from everybody's drama in your life. That means you have to not give a fuck what anybody thinks about you. You have to not even care what their opinions are. And you have to not let them give all their drama to you. You have to say, like, okay, listen, that's yours. I'm not going to buy into your belief, because you know what they're doing? They're selling you their bullshit. They're selling you their bullshit, and you're buying it. And then it's creating your bullshit. It's like, oh, yeah, I have that bullshit. There's that bullshit. Yes, that too. Yes. All fucking men are douches. Yes. Right? Like, money is scarce. Yes. Stop it. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Disconnect from it. So you're like, all right. That hasn't worked for me. So what I'm doing is cutting that. Now I'm going to have an addiction to gratitude. Now I'm going to start doing gratitude every single morning. And as I'm doing gratitude, I'm going to see how it makes me feel. And I'm going to feel really good. And you know what? I'm going to choose that. Like, it does get easier. It really does. You go through phases. And then you just kind of like understand the human condition. And you're like, you'll be fine. I know you'll be okay. You know, like, that's how you get to. You're no longer like attached to it anymore. You're just like, it's okay. We're all okay. Like, we are all okay. All right, I love you all. Thank you for this little noontime comedy. Oh my gosh, it's 333. Woohoo! Love it. Okay, alignment. Remember, alignment. I love you all. Look forward to the Science of Getting Rich. I just sent all this stuff off to the designer, so that's going to be coming up in like a couple months because it takes a little bit, but we're going to keep going on it. So order your books. Hi, Erica. Love you. Bye, everyone. Love you.